Call a meeting to order at 5:12. We have the minutes from September 11th. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at them? Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
looked
Judy.
Yep.
All in favor, make a motion to accept the minutes as written and amended. Need a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed, say nay. Passed unanimously.
Is Chris being nice enough to take minutes again?
Yep,
Oh, good. Thank you.
yep.
We'll double your pay.
Yeah. We have,
There's another
Yes.
set of minutes.
excuse me?
There's some July minutes too.
Did we meet in July or did we not do it?
Oh, we did. It just, that was one issue, Sarah and I found. I think you had misprinted the title. It says June on it. I think it said, on the title, it said June minutes, but that was actually July.
The header needs to change to say July
Okay,
10th.
we can do that.
It was a very quick one.
We didn't approve last time because, well, it's not here.
Okay.
We didn't
Oh.
approve last time because the revision hadn't been circulated
Yep.
recently.
Okay, all right. So I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes as written and amended from July 10th. Second, please.
Second,
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Alright,
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Passed unanimously. Good. We have two applications so far for funding. One is from the Tri-Town Beach Commission, and the second one is from the library trustees. I don't know if you want to get into the details of it now, or do we have questions about either one? I know the library is meeting with historical next week, right?
yeah, Monday. I hope that Bob Smith will come.
Because nowhere does it say that they will be following the standards of the interior.
Yeah, there's that issue, and I guess the other issue is whether this is repair or maintenance. Whether it's maintenance or rehabilitation, and probably that depends on the length of life of the roof. I'm not
Right.
sure.
On the dock, Alan, they're coming before us next week for a request for determination of applicability and RDA. So the way it seems like it's going to be a minor activity, so it should pass between our and the Concom commission.
Okay. We did get a letter from the Recreation Commission. And it says, hello, this message is to confirm that the Whately Recreation Commission viewed the proposal to add docking to Tri-Town Beach. The Recreation Commission voted unanimously in favor of the project. So it did go to the Recreation Commission.
Good.
Yes.
I can tell you that there is this national park people have these publications called preservation briefs that talk about how to preserve old buildings, and it's basically how you apply the secretary's standards. And there is one reference in there that if it's a flat roof and it's not visible from any place, then it really doesn't matter too much whether it's historically accurate or not, because it doesn't change the appearance of the historical character of the building. So I guess it would be similar to something like insulation that's inside that you
Mhm.
can't tell.
But that doesn't apply here, does it?
Yeah, it does. There, it's the roof, at least the way I read it. I read it as the roof on that,
Yeah,
called
the
it the
rotunda,
rotunda, the jut out
right.
flat, and there's a parapet, so you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, we'll see what he has to say to the historical on Monday. I thought there was an APR coming, but it looks like it came, got voted on by the town a couple nights ago, and is that the one that you were talking about, Doug?
Oh, no, there's, Olszewski on River Road, I think they made an inquiry
Okay,
and they're just sort of getting their mind around the process, I think.
okay.
Can
Well,
I
the-
expand upon the APR that went through the town?
Sure.
Say that again,
Can I expand and ask
Yes,
some questions
please.
about that?
please do.
It was quite a hot item on Tuesday night. So much more discussion at our special town meetings than our annual. Very interesting. There was very much discussion of why this ended up on with town funds instead of CPA funds. Margaret was there and said just the timing and a number of timing of things. It did pass. But one thing I said to Margaret is I would see if we can investigate a couple different things. Number one, can the town be reimbursed after the fact? Because that was the Galinsky one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is there a way to amend our rules or add to the bylaws for CPC to do things out of with a different time frame? This one ran into some.
problem wasn't really the time frame. The problem was the communication from MDR, I think.
Yeah, Margaret took the blame, but that's Margaret.
No, she didn't have any, she didn't even know
Oh.
about it. They came
Yeah.
straight to Brian Donahue. And in a way that wasn't clear what they were asking. They asked for towns.
They were just asking for support. They
Yeah,
weren't, there was
sort
no,
of a general
right.
indication of support. They never mentioned money, ever.
And this was last spring before the deadline of
Mm.
June.
Yeah,
They could have been on the agenda for the off
Okay, so
cycle.
they never went to the Ag Commission,
No.
Margaret, who would have guided them through.
no,
And then we didn't even see it on the
Well-
Conservation Commission. We usually see through the Ag Commission, through any of the APRs that come out. So we didn't even see that either.
Yeah, so
They
that
did,
was,
I mean, I was aware of it and wrote a letter of support at the time.
When
yeah,
was that?
well,
When, Doug?
But it was a letter, a very general letter, stating that the AgCom would support someone's pursuit of an APR. It was not much more than that. But the AgCom was aware of it,
well, yeah, it's just the way that,
and they didn't continue to pursue it.
Right.
the CPC was aware of it too, in the same way, because Brian asked Alan if, and Alan said, yeah, we generally support these things, but nobody ever gave a dollar amount
No,
or a timing.
No,
Or formally requested money. It was just,
so it was
no, they
13.5,
never
so it
filled out
wasn't
an
huge,
application.
but
was that Sarah?
it was 13,500, so it wasn't a larger one, but that's still kind of the intention of what CPC funds are for, more so
I
than
think
town
if the
funds.
vote we have in the past voted, the town has voted funds to be reimbursed by the CPC. So if
Okay,
the town warrant had said that,
okay,
then I think you could. But it didn't.
no,
I think at this point, it's not.
Not
Not feasible.
reimbursable.
Because Margaret was also talking about how each town's CPC kind of is set up slightly different and different ways of funneling or timing. And I'm really not familiar enough, so.
Yeah,
Well, some towns have open, you can submit an application at any time,
Okay,
which when we set up the bylaws for Whately, we figured twice a year is enough. We really
well,
wanted.
actually, we
most-
added the second one.
Right, right. We really wanted most of, if not all, to go to the regular town meeting to be decided, not at a special town meeting. But there, we found out that some people needed an off-cycle chance to get funds. So we did add the second one, but I don't think I'd be in favor to add any more.
Mm.
okay. That's
No,
what I
especially
wanted
for
to,
APRs, they do take a long time to process, so there's normally not any urgency.
I let Margaret know that the Oshesky may be an APR just from how they were inquiring about doing an A&R, splitting that piece of property. So,
Oh, I
She-
already put Margaret and them in touch.
oh, good. So she's
This is
got
the first one, I think, that the town had to support on their own rather than coming through CPC, and I do think it's MDAR's fault for not getting it on the agenda, on our agenda.
Okay. I didn't even think about amending that article about
Well-
repaying. And nobody,
I
none of the
think,
selectmen.
as a practical matter, the CPC might have needed to see the dollar amount first.
Yeah.
You know, like, we'd have to know that we had the money available.
Thank you all.
Want to talk about the plan? We're all set with the, we ain't gonna talk much about the plan. We all set with applications for now?
I think so.
Okay. Well, they're due on the second Tuesday of December, so when we meet on the second Wednesday of December, if we have any more, we can talk about them then. Take a look again at the two that we do have. Like we said, we'll be getting some information from historical on the library. I don't know if that'll help. It should help in making our decision. All right, the plan. I'm not sure if anybody has any thoughts about updating it, whether, I know last year the rec commission did it. Historical updated.
I think the theoretical process is that every commission and board ought to look at their section of the plan and see if they're
Right,
still happy with it.
right. I did send an email to housing and, what's the other one, Judy? What was the other one, Jude, that you asked?
Rec?
I'll have to- I sent an email to those two. One was the housing and one was to ask them to look at the plan.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I know it escapes me right now, but I have not heard back from either one of them. But they are aware that we're updating the plan, if they have any updates that we need to know.
I think everybody was comfortable with there were some changes last year. I'd be surprised if the historical commission had anything more, but you never know.
All right. I have talked to Peter about, we need a representative from the housing committee to be on our CPC committee. So he's aware of that. And I don't know if it's out to, I don't want to say bid, but we asked for someone to help us with the minutes and some of the I'm really having a hard time with words. Someone to do like the CP2 and the CP3s for the state and to update the projects that we have. We're looking for,
Jess is doing that part.
all right, right.
It's just
We're
the
looking for
minutes
an
and
assistant.
posting and
Yeah,
getting the telephone number on the agenda.
yeah,
and
telephone number on
things
the
like that.
agendas. So we haven't heard anything yet, but this happened a month ago now.
They're supposed to go to the personnel committee, I think, but I don't even know if they've met.
Yeah. Other than that, that's all I have.
The match percentage should be announced tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we should find out what we get,
Okay.
or they are supposed to announce tomorrow. And it doesn't always happen on the 15th like it should. So stay posted.
Okay. Anybody have anything else? Okay, Andy. December what?
Let me look. Calendar days. Oh. New computer. Work with me here. The second Wednesday is the 11th.
December 11th at 5 o'clock via Zoom will be our next meeting. Hey, thumbs up. Sarah, you can do the hosting again? Will you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. And until we have somebody, Chris, could you do the minutes again next month?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so everybody's got thumbs up going on. All right, that's all I have.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving
happy
to you too.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.